Hey, Eastside third graders. So I wanted to come on and go over some of the packet. If you took a moment and looked at the pacing guide from last week, this is spread out according to that, and I'm going to go over the first week. I say in quotation marks because you can actually do it however you want. You can set your own pace and do however many pages you want a day. So this video is just going to go over and explain some of the expectations and what the questions were actually asking you. And this again is for the first week part. I'll come on and do a video that goes along with the second week. All right, so trying to okay, so trying to just give me a moment, making sure that this is going to be in there to record. Okay, so your math page, pretty self-explanatory. You are just multiplying. So here, 7 times 8, you are literally just matching it up for whichever one. Is it going to be 42 or 56? You see how these lines right here separate them? So 7 times 8, these are your two options. 7 times 5, these are your two options. And you're going to draw a line going along with the product. Down on the bottom, self-explanatory. Very bottom, fill in the blanks to complete the first 10 multiples. Remember, multiples, you're going to keep multiplying going up. So 7 times 1, 7 times 2, keep going, 7 times 10. These are all your multiples. The multiples are the products as you keep multiplying. Okay. So for this second math page, Stig only wants to use crystals that are multiples of 2. So we just did multiples of 7. So multiples of 2, think of it as 2 times 1 equals 2. That's a multiple. 2 times 2 equals 4. Okay, so circle the crystals that are multiples of 2. So here we go. There's my first multiple of 2 that's actually on this page. And so I would circle it. Okay, multiples of 5, 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3. Okay, down on the bottom, color in all the numbers that are multiples of 10, multiples of 5, and finally multiples of 2. Write down which numbers are not colored in below. It doesn't say, but if you wanted to use different colors on that, you are more than welcome to. And then you'll actually catch a pattern. You will see something going on between the multiples of 2, 5, and 10. So if you want to do a different color for each one of those, I would suggest it, and then see if y'all can make the connections between the patterns there with what's going on. Okay. So moving over to our language arts, the reading portion. So the word factory, the first page here, just kind of going over some things. Some of this is going to be very easy review for you guys, self-explanatory. Add the missing vowels. So here's a great review just to go over vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Those are going to be your vowels. Our family, blank for a blank in a caravan. So this is where it go through, plug them in if you need to, take your time with it. But it would be our family, like if I put an A, is that going to work? Our family want for a something. That doesn't really sound right. This is where pencil comes in. I am all about trying each vowel in there, see which makes sense. Okay. Join the letters to make words. It's like, what? Wait a minute, what am I doing? So here I could do clown, C-L-O-W-N. That could work. Okay. So I could write that, clown. Cloud. And you can have a whole bunch of them. I strongly encourage you to have siblings or parents help. Make it a game. Make it fun. Okay. Add the missing letters. Choose from OU or OW. So this again is where I'm going to tell my kiddos, you know what? Try them both if you're not sure. A blank gathered in the middle of, okay, let's see. So if my only options are adding OU or OW, I went ahead and wrote them in here. So crowd or crowd. But how are you going to spell it? Look to see which one sounds right. Google it if you need to. You guys have a lot of resources that you are able to use right now. Same thing over here. I wrote the letters that I had, T and N, and then I filled in OU or OW to see which one actually sounds and looks correct. Town, town. How are you actually going to spell it? Okay. Write 3 words that rhyme with each of these words. Again, get siblings or parents or grandparents, whoever is watching you at the house or whoever you stay with, make it a game. See who can come up with the most or who can come up with a different one. Like flower, I had shower. So go ahead and do something. Make it fun, make it exciting, make it a game. Unscramble the letters to spell 5 flowers. So here's your knowledge of flowers. So right here, I'm like, wait a minute, what? But if you think about it, spread it around. This is actually going to give you Poppy. Ooh, there you go. For those who like trolls, Poppy. Now you can get a sense of the connection of her name and with flowers and everything. Okay. On the next page, compound words are just 2 words put together, and I did an example. So outside, literally just writing them together. You're just putting your compound words, and that's just a nice review for everyone. Same thing here, missing letters. This is the same from the front of the page. Your options are ER, IR, or UR. So Ken came, So I actually put all of them there. I am a visual, and I tell my kids to go ahead and write it out. Let it help them. There is nothing wrong with writing them all out and seeing which one looks best. So first, and how would you actually spell it? Okay. Unscramble the letters to name the pictures. The pictures are definitely giving you some help there. Spell the missing words. An orange is sweet, but a lemon is... So what would a lemon be? That starts with an S. Sour. So you're just using some common sense on these right here to fill them in. Use the letters in this word to make new words. Okay, marvelous. Again, make it fun with your family members. We are all about making this exciting, and we don't want this to become just a boring routine for you guys. We want you to actually enjoy some of this. So I thought of Mars, M-A-R-S, the planet Mars. My first thought was Marvel, Marvel superheroes, but they didn't have an option for all the letters. But go ahead and see how many you got. There's probably more than what they even have given you boxes here for. So make it fun. Root words and affixes. So prefix, suffix. Prefix is at the beginning of your word. Then you have your root word, and the suffix is at the end. When you guys get to 4th grade, believe me, y'all are going to have lots of prefixes and suffixes units. So this will actually help you out even with 4th grade. And I did an example, by, which means to. So I used the word bilingual. So if you are able to speak 2 languages, you are bilingual. A suffix, ness, any root word with ness, a way of being. So it's kind of been crazy right now. So all of this, the way of being, how our routines and everything right now, it's just been craziness. But in a good way, craziness. So those are just some examples. Again, do it with your siblings, with parents. Y'all have access to like Google on your phone or tablets. Yes, you are more than welcome to use that. I will admit that I always get nervous about spelling, so I am a big one on pulling up Google. No shame in that. So point of view, the study island point of view. Remember, point of view is going to be your first person, second person, third person, who is actually telling the story or telling the poem. First person uses the words I, me, we, us. You were a part of it. If it's first person, the narrator was actually there. They have the first-hand account. Third person, she, it, they, he, telling a story, not as though you are in it and you're a part of it, but you're going to see all these he, she, it, they. First and third person are the most common that we will see in elementary school. Second person, that's the you perspective. But again, most time we see first and third person. So point of view, just who is telling the story. Okay, so you have your study island questions there. Okay, this passage right here, it says Unit 5, sending messages, and it has a picture of a cell phone. Okay, so sending messages. Let's look at, you have your 4 passages, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the questions look a little different. This isn't exactly something we've done in class, but a lot of the questions are pretty self-explanatory if you just take them one at a time. Down here on number 4, when I was looking at it, it took me a moment to even realize that there were lines right here to write your answer. And again, I just wanted to give you an example. The text's on page 46 and the bottom of page 47. So the bottom of page 47 is going to be this one right here, the internet. And then these